Your boy JTH. How y'all doing?
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Now Jackson on first down. And that's going to be knocked away and incomplete. And with it, time has expired on the first quarter. After 1 second.
All right. Let me do that intro over again. All right. What's going on YouTube? JTH here, and good evening. And I see y'all Eagles have flown back to the YouTube channel from y'all's nest, and I've come back to stream from my nest in the Himalayan mountains. Yeah, I said the Himalayas. Fight me. Anyway, today we're gonna be doing something different. Today we're just gonna be playing. Madden. I know, but you usually vlog. I know. I usually vlog, but I wanted to try something new to see how it goes on the channel. So I'm Baltimore, New Orleans. First football fact about me: I am a corner, safety, and a linebacker. My number is either 2 or 50, depending on which position coach puts me at. And my favorite team isn't the Eagles, even though I'll call y'all my Eagles because y'all are fly as freak. Yeah, they're not. Eagles aren't my favorite team. It's actually the Seattle Seahawks. Russell Wilson all day. Now, despite all that, let's get back into the game.
7-0 on EA Sports.
And if y'all see me doing bad, guys, I'm playing on a different difficulty than I usually play on, and I'm not used to it yet. So y'all can come in
from the 34. They'll come to the line on 2nd and 10.
And yeah.
Now Jackson throwing again. Forced out, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Marcus Davenport, the first rounder out of UTSA, with a sack. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. There's Jackson on 3rd and long. Incomplete. He had his hands on it, but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down.
Great.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up.
Hold on, guys. If you haven't subscribed to me yet, go ahead and click that subscribe button and join the bird flock, the Eagle gang, the Eagle squad, the flyest game on YouTube. Not now, but it will be one day.
Tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Oh, please.
Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked.
Do that for you.
Those really long field goals, when they are made, they are things of beauty. But there is a danger to getting them started, isn't there?
Yeah, with that low drive, you've got to really keep it low to the ground, don't you, to get that distance?
Yeah, hard to just pop it up in the air because otherwise it's not going to get there. So he's got to drive it low in order to have the distance, and that usually puts it in jeopardy, gives him a chance to block it, and everyone knows it on the other side. That's when you get your best jumpers on the other side of the field and try and get up and get it.
And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. 25 yards, the pickup there, and also a 1st down. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. Running with Kamara. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible to something a little more advantageous.
From the gun on third down, Breeze. This is caught by Ginn. Breeze to another long-time vet, Ginn, for the New Orleans first.
Hey, that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. Third and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
And a good gain here of 9 from the 19 down to the 10.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with a bandit.
And that is caught. Oh, what a catch at the 5-yard line. Now a play fake here. First down. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Marching in for the sack, Matthew Judon.
Well, that was point counterpoint, wasn't it? They decided to throw for it on first and goal. Instead, the defense counters with pressure, and the defense wins, getting a big sack.
A reminder, coming up at intermission, we'll get highlights of this Super Bowl from Jonathan Coachman and the crew in Orlando for our EA Sports halftime report. That's caught. It's Thomas. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Only 3 yards there on the completion. That'll lead to a 3rd and goal. Breeze now on 3rd and goal. That'll be complete to Cook. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because...
Oh, also... I know, last video, if you didn't see, last 2 videos actually, if you didn't see it, go like it real quick. I'll give y'all a second. Just exit this video and come back. I'll give y'all a second. Last video, I said I was gonna record me playing football or basketball, but I didn't. My bad, but... Sooner or later this week, actually cause y'all know about the coronavirus is going on, so I can't play basketball outside, and I don't know if my family will let me play basketball indoors. If I get a chance to play basketball indoors, I promise you that I will record, and I promise you that I will not be a bore. So fly with me on this journey, like come on aboard. Like an eagle we fly and we soar. Hold up, someone called me. My bad. I'm back, ready to attack the crack on your back. Except for the crack, you break your mama's back, and that's fact, no cap. Bars.
Officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Baltimore coming back out here on offense. Charles, unfortunately for the Ravens this year, it just feels like a failure. Yes, the 14 wins in the regular season, but that divisional round loss to Tennessee, such a shocker, really stunned everybody in the NFL.
It certainly did, and I know exactly what you're saying. When you say it feels like a failure, yet you don't want to say it, do you?
Yeah, I know.
I mean, it just feels wrong to say that, but let's face it, the bottom line is getting to the ultimate prize. And when you're 14-2 in the regular season, you're the #1 seed in the AFC, and you lose at home in your first playoff game, it will feel like a failure, and hopefully that'll motivate them going forward. But I think part of it is they didn't need to play Week 17, and they pulled a lot of starters. So now that week is gone where you don't play. You get the open week, right? You end up getting essentially 2 more. It's too long for them sitting, and I think it hurt their timing and maybe their edge.
But tell me if you agree. I think it's safe to say that Lamar Jackson and company will be back and strong next year.
It'd be a surprise if they are not, because don't forget he couples it with a pretty darn good defense, too.
That's into the hands of the tight end, Boyle. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Jackson and the offense come up first and 10, and he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Jackson now. That's caught by the former Sooner, Mark Andrews. Ravens going to use their third and final timeout as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. And for the second time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. He had his lone attempt blocked earlier. Tucker's kick is good. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
Tucker now following the made field goal, set to kick it away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. 15 seconds, all that remains for this first half as they come up first and 10. They find some open field here. That one 28 yards on the ground. Breeze now on first down. And he will find a man here as Thomas comes open. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. So the halftime show of the Super Bowl abbreviated, ready to go for the second half. The never tedious halftime show behind us, and now it's back to football as we get going again in Super Bowl 54. This fielded a few yards into the end zone, and he'll be stopped just shy of the 25 with a penalty marker down. Here's the call.
Defense.
So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
So after the face mask, they get to start all the way up past the...
Nala, get back here. I'll be back. Gotta lock this door real quick. Gotta... Okay, well, the mic is falling out. The mic is falling. The mic is falling. Is the mic? It's falling.
35 now. Now it's Jackson. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Well, you won't hear any boos from this home crowd on that call.
No, not at all. And it's been a long day for this crowd waiting for this game. It's been a long evening as well. Finally, they feel they got a call.
Let's do it. It is.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Jackson. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete. A hat tip to P.J. Williams there defensively, making sure that one didn't find its target.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Alex Anzalone. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. Well, it was 2nd and long. Now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. Jackson throwing on 3rd and long. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Cameron Jordan wreaking havoc with a sack. Well, they went with a nickel. They throw in an extra defensive back. Coverage was very good. And look at this. It's a fake. Oh, but this is going to backfire as it's intercepted. Picked off by Janoris Jenkins. And he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe. First possession in the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Shotgun now for Breeze. It's called Smith. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. From the gun, it's Breeze. The open man is Smith. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. That little arc on it, he's got to find a way to get his head around and make a play on the football.
Breeze's throw on target to Cook. Down he goes at the 10 with a solid pickup of 8. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Breeze leaves this one with Kamara. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on 2nd down and short. What I like to say?
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
Now, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. Call it a gain of 3. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big...
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, the second half, no matter what, whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever, this was a big score to start the second half.
And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Bro, where's the run for Lamar Jackson?
Well, once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Jackson now. Going to throw again. Flush to his right. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. The Saints say they have it, and they do. He had gained really good yardage, but that's what you tell your quarterbacks, right? Get down after you got the run.
You don't have to prove your toughness. You know, I think that's what a lot of coaches are trying to preach to their guys. Get the yardage, get down, protect the football, and protect yourself from extra hits as well.
Second and 5 now. Breeze. And this one complete to Smith. He'll get 15 and a Saints first down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
One quarter remains here in the Super Bowl. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Again, it's Kamara. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. The Saints on 3rd down. They have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Open man is Michael Thomas. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
And they're going to stop him here short of the goal line with a flag down. Well, this could set up a very interesting decision. So he was holding from that left tackle position.
Everyone tries to keep their hands inside when they're blocking ever since they liberalized the rules where you can extend them out. But sometimes they get out a little wide and they get detected grabbing some cloth.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. And the incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead. But I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense can crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
They'll try to run it in. It's Kamara. And they'll get him down right around the 16. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. 3 straight runs now, and that defense is held.
Yeah, we often talk about how the low man wins, right? Who wins leverage at the line of scrimmage. But it's not just that leverage. It's leverage with power. Who takes the line of scrimmage and moves it one way or the other? Right now I can imagine the defense yelling at the offense, hey, guys, if I were you, I'd kick it. You're not getting in.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
The Ravens offense now, they get set to head back on the field. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
You like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Rolling to his right. Now he'll pull it down. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds.
I don't know about about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Marcus Davenport, his 2nd sack of the night.
How about that, partner? His 2nd sack of the game, and that puts him in some pretty good company. 17 guys have had 2 sacks in the previous 52 Super Bowls, but only 3 have had the record number of 3 sacks in this game.
And we've got the list here. If he gets another one and everyone behaves nicely, we might just list those out for him. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir, able to turn that into a positive gain. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. Less than 2 minutes remain here in Super Bowl 54. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now defensively they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. They go with Murray again. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 14 yards is the pickup. 1st down, New Orleans.
And Brandon, this is where it pays to have a big back who can take over a football game, especially in the 4th quarter when you've got the lead. Your ability to not just wear people down, but close games out.
And the Lombardi Trophy is headed back to the Bayou. The New Orleans Saints, Super Bowl champions. And their remarkable season ends in the most remarkable of ways. They get to put next to their name, Super Bowl champion.
And they can't ever take that away, can they?
Nope.
That lasts forever. So good to see the emotion when it's all said and done. You see the hugs, you see the guys sharing, the collective happiness. Makes me want to carry you around a little bit on my shoulders to celebrate the triumph. And congratulations to them, a fantastic season.
Look at the football. What you gotta do is shut up. That is the only time. So bad for losing because he was MVP and he was running for the football. It's cool people. I don't even know how many score. But I tell you, let me know if y'all enjoying it. I mean, y'all want some movies? Y'all want some movies? Y'all want some, like, let me know in the comments below. Also, please tell about me. JT8 is gone. My Eagle. God, my birthday. Y'all, I'm pretty fly, but I'm really ugly. Nah, I'm joking. I'm pretty hungry. Health is extremely important. Anyway, I know this video is going to be about 30 minutes long, so if you could do it, I'm pretty sure you will have a good time. Yeah, it's been your boy JC8. I'll see y'all next time at YouTube. Fly towards me. I'll feed you like an old man feeding bird seed. I'll feed you good content like an old man feeding y'all bird seed on a bench at the park with his wife. Wearing a bowler hat. Bowler hat. It's for the taking. No hesitation. His wife has a walker and he has a cane. I'ma pour out one for the set, boy, till there's nothing left. On a run to the bed until we all got the baguettes. Hear them footsteps coming. I don't know what game was gonna be, but hopefully it's a good one. Yeah, like this video, leave a comment below, and watch us out of y'all, outside of my team, and I will later. GTA. It's been your boy GTA. And Canada Sunday. Love y'all. How do you stop this thing?
Ladies and gentlemen, are you ready? Are you ready?
Let's try that again.
Get ready, no.
What's this share? What share button? Oh, okay. Like I said, let's try that again. It's been your boy JT8. Your boy JT8 signing out. I'll see y'all next time.
This be the green light. Go.
It's been your boy, one more time. It's been your boy JT8 signing out. And I'll see y'all next time. I do not know how to turn this off. Bro.